Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A2C Emergence, the Emergence after All in London. And it's me, David, and I'm here with, you guessed it, Kane.
We're back again in the main event. Oh, no, take it away, David.
There you go. Go on, you go.
Oh, in the main event, we've got Jay White taking on AJ Styles. It's going to be absolutely incredible following the events at All In.
And we've got Swerve Strickland versus Haku, where obviously Swerve Strickland attacked Roman Reigns, his dad, in that match at All In. And now Haku looks to get some revenge.
And now we've got a match that's probably overdue, if anything. To get Kelly taking on Obafemi. Obafemi looking to get some redemption tonight versus Kelly.
And we've got Montez Ford versus Jeff Hardy. Obviously, the new and improved Balor Club picking up the win at All In. While Jeff Hardy's been a little bit sloppy of lately, and we're gonna see if he can turn the tide here tonight. As I don't know about you, Kane, but I want the smoke.
So do I. I'm really impressed by the all new Balor Club, and I'm intrigued to see how Montez Ford handles Jeff Hardy tonight.
So am I, and I think that Montez Ford wants to make it doomsday for Jeff Hardy. But the thing is that, Jeff Hardy's physical and everything, but he's just, I don't know how to say it. I really don't know how to say it, because Montez Ford, he's just that, and that's that at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think I agree with you in that scenario. I think Jeff Hardy has the potential to win, but Montez Ford is unbelievable. I think in the Balor Club and even in A2C, he's definitely a star boy. And if I was Jeff Hardy, I'd probably be running for the hills, knowing that you're facing Montez Ford tonight. Obviously, the Balor Club, Finn and Montez coming off a huge win at All In, and they're going to keep that momentum going tonight. And I believe they're going to defeat, well, not them, but Montez is going to defeat Jeff Hardy.
And I'm thinking the exact same too. It's not just physically, but also on the mic. They've got rhymes like dimes, as some people say. But tonight we will see if they can put that factor up against the charismatic Enigma.
Jeff Hardy, we've obviously, since we have to step in most of the time on Emergence because the Americans are incompetent, we've seen Jeff Hardy a fair amount of times, and he's definitely got the quality, he's got the chance, but the way that he wrestles, the things that he does, it wouldn't surprise me if he was 6 feet under in the coming months.
I do believe entirely on that, as Jeff Hardy, he's not been having the right flow. It's kind of like him after one beer. He kind of just crashes. If you get me.
Yeah, I think the way he looks at wrestling is that he'd die for it.
And here we're about to kick off Emergence here. Is this man, Jeff Hardy, ready to take down Montez Ford, what obviously Haku and Yvonne Evans couldn't?
The Chaos defeated it all in.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure they're ready. As ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Montez Ford, Jeff Hardy, ready to kick off A2C Emergence. And a big forearm already by Jeff Hardy. As now look at this, going for a submission already. Montez getting right out of it. And just absolutely going at the knee here of Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy with a big clothesline, jumping clothesline there. And now look at that, a springboard splash right onto him, but kind of hurt himself there. Is now slamming the arm. And Montez Ford now with some chain wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. Today is gonna be a great day with some more chain wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you know, David. I think Jeff Hardy, was it a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, was able to defeat Darby Allin in a casket match. I think his body's probably still recovering, and I'm sure he celebrated that. And we do know Jeff is a party monster, so there's probably probably some stuff left in his system after that to keep him going tonight.
Probably, but there's probably a lot of stuff still in his system, especially when he's driving.
DUI.
And Balor now just distracted the referee a little there, throwing a weapon inside, but the referee quickly disposing of it. You know, Finn Balor finding strange ways to give Montez the advantage here in this match.
Well, you're seeing the secrets and the true colours of the Balor Club.
And now Jeff Hardy was twisting the arm there, giving him a little meat grinder there.
He's working well. There's a lot of chain wrestling going on here.
There is. As this could just probably go on forever if they wanted to.
Yeah, I think they're starting to run out of time. I think at some point they've got to make it a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, I mean every second counts. The clock's going tick tick. But now look at that kitchen sink. Someone let that sink in.
And Jeff Hardy can, he can switch up the volume at any time. He can go into 6th gear because he is fueled on gasoline. He is powered, and I believe that he'll sacrifice Montez Ford tonight. But look at that, the referee distracted because of Finn Balor's dirty deeds. So Jeff don't get the pin off correctly.
And the finest art there by Finn Balor distracting the referee. But I mean, as much as it probably could cost him a little, Jeff Hardy still has to go with the flow here, because back in the days, Jeff Hardy wouldn't let that slide.
Yeah.
And now look at this, a standing musical mess. Sorry, King, kind of interrupted there. What were you gonna say?
So good. No, I was agreeing with you that Jeff wouldn't let it slide back in the day. He's became a new man, but here we go again. Montez Ford in advantage. I think him and Finn are starting to become best friends.
They've joined forces together, which beautiful DDT there by Montez, busting open Jeff Hardy.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Hit him so hard it looks like he's got some starry eyes.
And now top with a big elbow. As I don't know about you, but one false move could cost this. You're already climbing that mountain or that. It's something you need. You need to keep going up that mountain. As oh my god, going for a twist of fate. And going up top, looking to go for a swanton bomb. It's going for the cover now. Could this be it to put down Montez Ford? No, kick out.
Montez staying in it. It's looking like dark times for Montez Ford right now as Jeff Hardy's on fire. I feel like I always jinx it, David.
To be fair, I think we jinx a lot of stuff. As they're now going punch for punch, slap for slap.
Big shot from Jeff. Jeff Hardy catches him. Look at that, Finn Balor trying to reach the leg of Jeff, trying to just grip him.
And what do you think Jeff Hardy has to do to start climbing himself up the rankings?
I think he's got to climb You know, I think the rankings like a mountain. You know, that's how I see it. I see the A2C rankings. To get to the top of the ladder is like a mountain, and to get to the top of the mountain, you've got to start by climbing up the hills. Jeff Hardy getting dropped there, you know, he's getting confident, and you can't be doing that. As you see here, you know, Montez can take advantage very quickly. He's very agile, but Jeff Hardy looking for a twist of fate until Montez Ford can't feel his face.
And that is what the key is for Jeff Hardy, to just try and maintain that, you know. And look at that, kind of little stutter there.
A little bit.
As you know, as I'm sure Montez wants to also get the win. As another swanton bomb and a kick out. I'm pretty sure Montez and Finn Balor want to, you know, they're probably saying to each other, you know, wash your hands. From the whole entire Haku and Javon Evans situation, I think they're progressing forward in this. And what no better way than to defeat Jeff Hardy?
Yeah, you know,
if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think very for dark times for the Balor Club. I think Montez and Finn probably felt like a prisoner in his own group. It didn't feel like he was really leading the right people, and it seems like he's found an angel in the darkness with Montez Ford now. And I think Montez has earned it. He's earned this chance to go ahead and be the Finn Balor. So we'll see how often he can do it. I'm sure the goal is to be winners, but right now Jeff Hardy's in control. So it looks like tonight the Balor Club might just be losers.
I mean, if they are losers, it will be the whole winter blues all over again. Is Jeff Hardy going for another twist of fate? As I'm getting a live screen here, I think he hit it. And going for another swanton bomb, third one of this match, and that could be it to snatch that dough.
I'll tell you, friends.
And Jeff Hardy gets the win tonight, and I'm pretty sure the Balor Club's gonna be feeling waterlogged after that one.
Yeah, you know, and as you were saying, Jeff Hardy came out on top, but oh my god.
Oh my god!
Wow.
The attack.
Yeah, we need some friends right now. This is real life. Look at this, you can see the aggression with Montez and Finn upset that they were losers tonight.
I mean, look at this, gonna give Jeff Hardy, tell me take your medicine as a coup de grace. It's Darby Allin coming to the aid. To Jeff Hardy, the man that he lost to in that casket match. But I guess what they say, you know, the enemy of your enemy is your closest friend. And that is what closes it for right now until next week.
Yeah, you know, that was incredible. Darby Allin, you know, coming out to save him, and I think that's built off respect. I don't think that's a friendship. I think that's more respect for another fellow wrestler who's an absolute warrior. So in a time where he's in need, he needs help, he needs a friend, Darby's willing to come out and assist him.
And that must have changed the beat. But tonight, well, I'm getting more lag. I'm pretty sure something else that wants to change is the ruler Oba Femi, after he faced the drop from Kelly a little while back, but he also dropped her and Montez Ford, who just had a match a little while ago. And tonight he gets to get that revenge and possibly get that rematch on it and just win this time.
I'm sure he will.
And just prove that over them is the ruler.
I think Oba is built. He's pumped up revenge. I think he's got this in the bag.
I mean, Oba Femi being the powerhouse, you know, he could use those old school rules in this matchup. But I don't think he's gonna go as easy as he did last time. Maybe he did. Maybe that's what his excuse is that he went a little bit easy.
I think he did. I think, you know, he underestimated Kelly in that first matchup, and he paid for it.
Yeah, you know, but you can save your tears from that one. As now here comes Kelly. Kelly, a dangerous woman if you ask me.
Well, yeah, she's very talented. You know, she came out on top of Obafemi. She was going to come on top of Montez Ford, but Obafemi decided to disrupt that matchup out of spite. So now it's a matter of the fact that, again, she proved to Obafemi that she is that bitch.
I mean, there was something supernatural about Kelly when she knocked down the ruler. And tonight, she is looking at him again saying, the boy is mine. And then she's going to take down the ruler yet again. But here we go, ready to start this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, as here we go. And look at this, Obafemi rolling her up already. That is just nasty work by the ruler. And now rolled up again. But this time it was Obafemi switching positions there. And now look at that, a big punch to Obafemi. And oh my, I thought she was going to lift him up there. I was like, how on earth could you do that? Imagine if that happened.
Yeah, it would have been incredible. It would have been a sight to see. But I've got faith in her. I think Kelly can prove tonight that she is her. She's her. She's got this in the bag. I think she can come out on top of Oba once again and bounce up those rankings as we were speaking about in that Jeff match.
I mean, obviously we've said many times she was successful in the first match between these two. She's looking to redo that.
I think she's got it, you know. I really do think she's got it in her. She can be, you know, what the issue is for Kelly in this type of match. Obafemi is going to be tipped to be the controller of the match, you know, and it's one of those where you think, how does she pull out the victory? What's she going to do? Because like there, she tries to lift him up and she just can't get him. And now there's a chain wrestling.
Oh yeah. As you were saying, Kine, you know, sometimes it's about if you make bad decisions or not. And you know, one bad decision could cost you in this whole entire match. But you know, sometimes you have to look at yourself when that happens and go, you thought you knew better.
Yeah, you know, and I think if Kelly wins, she's going to make headlines. And I think, you know, right now she's willing to die trying to defeat Obafemi to prove herself.
She has to look at us going side to side, hitting a big knee on Obafemi. And as we were saying about the mistake, she looks to be alright. But as I'm saying that, Obafemi's switching the tide. And now look at this! Oh my god!
Unbelievable.
You know, you don't see that strength or power every day, unless your name's Obafemi.
The ruler.
No.
But I think she will win. I think she will come back from this and finish the match as the winner.
It does depend, but Obafemi looking to break free from that one loss against Kelly. As look at this, just spinning them around like a big helicopter and putting them straight down as she goes for the cover here. You know, Obafemi really has to focus if he wants to kind of tie this up between these two.
Yeah, I agree. You know, Obafemi's out there looking for redemption tonight, and I think we all know that. So she's nearly done it there. You know, she nearly came out on top, and I think it would have been glorious if she did. And she's definitely gonna advance in the A2C career when Obafemi's defeated tonight, and when he's gone and out of the view, she's definitely going to go forward and achieve great things in this company.
I mean, yeah, I think you're right about that. You know, there's not been any women's champions, I believe, as of late. But you know, with the strength and everything that she has, Kelly could be the only one to do it.
Yeah, you know, I think she needs to take care during this match. Be smart about it. Use that ring IQ, and that flying knee there was unbelievable. And you know, that she's just cooking. And honestly, I believe she's put a lot of practice in before this match. She's trained well, but it's hard to beat a guy like Obafemi. And if she comes out on top tonight again and defeats him for a second time, she deserves something. She deserves a chance at some sort of title.
She does. There's a big Boston Crab there, but Kelly getting out of it. I mean, usually you ask yourself, why try when you're against a man like Obafemi? But Kelly, this match, and obviously the last match we keep referencing, she's proved that you should, because that is what could happen. You could get the win against someone like Obafemi. Is a big forearm diving from the top rope, and that looks to be a big problem for Obafemi.
Yeah, I think Obafemi's doing it wrong. I think he underestimates her once again, despite the fact that she defeated him. But, you know, I think he's too confident with all the power that he's got. He thinks he's got the natural power to overtake her with a massive fall.
Oh my God!
That could be
Kelly just defying gravity, and she takes that big fall from grace.
You know, and the issue for her, I think, when you're taking on Obafemi, is it's absolutely non-stop. It's all about survival. And you see there, you know, it was like she became elevated. You know, the way she got lifted up for that fall from grace. It's going to be a tough match.
And obviously, it's always one short day when you're with Obafemi's just spinning her around in a big maneuver. But look at that, turning the tide, spinning him around. It's Kelly just dancing through life right now.
Yeah, she's adding a bit of finesse to the manoeuvres, and look at that. Massive leg drop.
As obviously, if she gets the win twice, she'll be twice as popular. I just look at this, possibly going for it, innit? It happens again.
Oh my God, that is, you know, hey Obafemi, there's no friends in the industry. You know, Kelly isn't going to go easy with you there, and hell yeah, fucking right. Kelly comes out on top.
And yours truly gets the win again. And Kelly.
That's unbelievable. You know, I think Kelly just gave Obafemi a bit of free smoke the way she took him out tonight. That was incredible.
It was unbelievable, Jeff.
You know, and I think she's got that sort of teenage fever right now. She's hyped up. And Obafemi needs to learn you can't have everything. Sometimes there is somebody better than you like that. And he needs to start making some sacrifices if he wants to beat Kelly in the future, because I'm sure they'll face off again.
And here comes Bret the Hitman Hart. The man, unlike, you know, Will Ospreay, taking a victory lap at All In. But Bret the Hitman Hart now, probably more toxic than ever, is ready here to give some words about what happened at All In.
Yeah, I think she's absolutely furious. Bret the shit one Hart.
You know, at All In, I went toe-to-toe with Will Ospreay in his own backyard. I fought him under his rules, British rules. And yeah, I came up short. I won't stand here and make excuses. Will Ospreay, he's one of the best in the world today. But let me make something crystal clear. Bret Hart doesn't hang his head after a loss. I've been knocked down before, and every single time I got back up, and that's why I'm standing in this ring tonight in front of all of you. I didn't come back to coast on my name. I didn't come back for nostalgia. I came back to prove that the excellence of execution can still hang with anyone, anytime, anywhere. Ospreay may have gotten the last win, but I'm not done. Not by a long shot.
As oh my word, the cleaner Kenny Omega is back.
This is absolutely incredible. I can't believe it. I'm shook right now, honestly. I'm shaking. I can't believe that Kenny Omega's here on Emergence. He's returned to face Bret Hart.
The best bout machine, the bullet from a gun, ready here tonight to confront Bret the Hitman Hart, who's really going through it right now. We thought we were going to get the same old story of ignorance is bliss, but we're not. Is Kenny Omega now coming out, the pure gangster man himself? And let's see what he has to say.
Bret, look at you, the Hitman standing tall, reminding everyone of what you used to be. But let's be honest here, old man, at All In, you proved exactly what I've been saying for years. You just don't have it anymore. You're long in the tooth, and the game's passed you by. Ospreay beat you because he's the future. Guys like him, and guys like me. You stand out here talking about pride, about fighting spirit, about proving yourself. But the truth is, Bret, you're not proving a damn thing except that you're too stubborn to admit your time has passed. And you want to talk about All In. Let's get one thing straight. While you were losing to Ospreay, I didn't even need to be booked to remind people who the best in the world is. I'm Kenny Omega. I don't need All In. All In needs me.
You know, Kenny, I was wondering when you'd finally show your face around here. I thought maybe we'd get another one of those, what is it you do? Those 3-minute movie trailers before you grace us with your presence. But hey, credit where it's due. Tonight, you actually walked your ass down here in person instead of hiding behind a video package. And as for me being long in the tooth, you're right. I've been around. I've wrestled in buildings you couldn't even spell the name of when you were a kid. I've beaten legends before you even dreamed of lacing up a pair of boots. And last I checked, Kenny, you weren't anywhere at All In. Not night 1, not night 2, not even in the damn pre-show. For all your talk about being the best, I didn't see you do a damn thing.
You know what, Bret? From one Canadian to another, you're a disgrace to this country. You walk around pretending you're some hero, some national treasure, but all I see is a washed-up has-been clinging to relevance. I'm everything you wish you could be in this era. And if I'm being honest, I want to do what nobody ever could. I want to do what Goldberg back in the Indies couldn't finish. I want to end your career permanently.
End my career, huh? You can talk all the trash you want, Kenny. You can try to run down my legacy, my name, my country. But let me tell you something. You don't scare me. You're just another loudmouth with an ego bigger than his talent. And if you want to be the guy who puts me down for good, you'd better be ready to finish the job, because the Hitman doesn't quit. And I damn sure don't roll over for some punk who thinks he's the next big thing.
Careful what you wish for, old man, because I'll be more than happy to write the final chapter of your story.
And look at this, each other telling each other to listen up. You know, Bret Hart may have called Kenny Omega a loudmouth, but he's not your average Joe. You know, and obviously Bret Hart also accepting the fact the old version of Bret, you know, sitting there saying that's not me. But Kenny Omega making his message clear that he wants to end the Hitman, like he mentioned that Goldberg couldn't even do.
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. Kenny Omega have some absolutely strong words there. I think it's going to be incredible seeing this going forward, seeing the feud between Bret Hart and Kenny Omega, because that looks like the direction we're going in.
It it looks very much like that could happen. But now we're ready to I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was Swerve. I wasn't sure. You know, this man at All In went through blood, sweat, and tears to defeat Roman Reigns, and obviously attacking his father, which has caused this match between Haku and him.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those swerves in the head, I think, at Roman Reigns and the entire bloodline, especially after All In. From stealing the Fowler to defeating Roman and the fashion he did it, how he did it. You know, I think he's got a lot to answer for tonight, and he's going to show up.
He must, as obviously treating Roman's father like the corn on the curb. But Haku tonight is trying to shut down the champion and Swerve Strickland.
I think right now, you know, for A2C, Swerve Strickland's probably the monster. You know,
Is a mastermind. But you know me, sometimes I like to go for the underdogs, and I'm pretty sure most people are saying that Haku will be the underdog here tonight. But for Haku, destruction for him is just the same shit, different day.
yeah, you know, it definitely could be. I think Swerve could be in trouble, but then again, Swerve Strickland, to me, you know, he is evil. I mean, you could say he's like the Antichrist, he's like Lucifer. The way that he seems to just be powered, you know, off some sort of evil fuel in him. The way that he is, he's so sadistic. You know, he's the bad one out of the bunch, the way that he sees wrestling to me, the way that he acts, what he does, you know. So,
Yeah.
so many evil deeds.
100%, but also you got to remember that many people were thinking that Haku was like Rapunzel, you know, trapped in a castle, but he managed at the end of the story to break free from it. And now a big clothesline as he's looking to break down Swerve Strickland, but Swerve Strickland changing it up already with a big drop kick there.
I think Swerve in this match can very quickly take it from 0 to 100. He can become berserk very quickly. You know, I think the fact of the matter on paper is he is so much better than Haku, in my opinion. But the fans aren't on his side because he is the bad guy.
He is. People do call him a bad boy for a reason. You know, Swerve Strickland sitting there, he's not got a bloodline that's been running down this whole entire wrestling generation. You know, he's sitting there saying, nobody made me.
Yeah, I think you know, if we're in another place right now, Swerve would be the bad man in Tivoli.
And obviously, he's holding the big gold right now. You know, all over the house, Swerve's house. And he's got to be feeling, you know, so alive that, you know, sitting there going, no one can do it like me. You know, because I'm Swerve Strickland, I stole the Ulafala. You know, he's done so many tormented things that he had to do. You know, just to get this. Just to, you know, get a shot at that championship, which he now has. And obviously, Haku, after All In, after seeing, you know, Roman Reigns' father get attacked, he looks to make sure that the reputation of Swerve Strickland is thrown in the bin.
Yeah, you know it, and that's what he wants to do. And I think the thing about Swerve, which impresses me so much, is he probably knows himself, you know, that he is the bad guy, how evil he is, and he probably thinks it's just the way I am, you know. He doesn't care, and that, you know, I think at some points you've got to appreciate it, to be honest, because now he's definitely in too deep the way that he is, and it's those kind of nights where he pulls off magnificent victories like he did at All In. And even like tonight when he's putting everything on the line, the way that he is, he's already dominating Haku, in my opinion. I'd say he's a little bit insane, if anything, but you know, he's probably going to beat him up for old time's sake. And look at that magnificent manoeuvre from Swerve Strickland going onto the outside there.
You know, whenever I'm commentating these matches, you know, my emotions are just mixed all over the place. But whenever you see someone like Swerve Strickland, you can't help but go, you know, oh my gosh, because this guy is talented as hell. He deserves to be champion. I know a lot of people might not think that, but you know, I think he does. I think he does.
I agree, and I think, you know, the thing about Swerve is he probably just don't give a fuck about what anyone has to say. And he knows that the hate and, you know, the reason so many people probably want to beat him up is because it's my fault in a sense, you know, how he's thinking about it. But he comes out every night, when he's in matches, he's got some venom in him. Every move that he does, he's got a sting behind it. And, you know, if I had a child, I'd want him to look up to Swerve as a role model because he does everything he can. And that is what you want, you know? He flows like a river in the match.
And look at this, and talking about the flow, look at the flow of those kicks. But Haku switching it, oh! Big chop to the head. It's now looking a knee right on the head of Swerve Strickland. Now just carrying him over, looking to put him back in the ring.
Haku's cooking up a bit, but I think Swerve Strickland's probably thinking right now, you know, I'm not afraid. He's willing to put it all on the line. He's fought tougher opponents than Haku, in my opinion. And he's probably, you know, telling Haku, you're going to learn. You're going to learn what it's like to face the world champion right now. And so far,
look out, a big headbutt. And going for the cover here to possibly end Swerve, but no, kick out. As now, I'm pretty sure Swerve is feeling the big pressure here tonight.
this could be the kill shot from Haku if he doesn't hit it, but I thought he was going to hit a kill shot right there.
You know, this is looking a little bit out of control for Swerve Strickland. As look at, oh, seconds close to getting the win there.
Swerve coming back, he's using that magic inside like he's Houdini. And that's all you need is a little moment of magic.
And Swerve ready to shot his hand, but oh my god, a spear by Roman!
He's just wiping him out with a spear.
Looking to fuck him up.
Swerve Strickland saying, somebody save me. He's in trouble there.
Also going to go for a Superman punch. No, another spear!
That's absolutely criminal, and you know, right then Swerve looked like a deer in headlights.
And these dreams, or nightmares should I say, that this man is going to be seeing for a lifetime. You know, this is the sight to see. Roman Reigns, you know, he taking down his father, and I'm pretty sure his father probably said, show me Roman Reigns, show me the person that will take down, you know, Swerve Strickland like it's an AK-47.
I agree, and right there, putting Swerve through the Strickland, you know, it's like a renaissance. He needs to get his family back on top. He needs to really pull something out there, and I think they're going to celebrate what is just that decimation of Swerve right there. So tonight they might even crack a bottle to celebrate a little bit of progress in that revenge. But there, Roman Reigns came in. He looked like Superman versus Lex Luger the way he took him down, and I think Roman's going to chase Swerve until he collapses.
That very much could be the case. But now we're ready for Page
versus Ember Moon.
I was pretty sure, I wasn't sure if it was Ember or Page coming out first, so I didn't want to say anything in case I was wrong. But here comes Paige, the woman that's I don't even know what to say about Paige. Getting a little bit. What the hell? Wait, what the hell?
What the hell, aren't they? What the hell?
Making this one Sabrina Carpenter reference?
Hello, Sabrina? The truth is... Joe Hendry? Oh my god.
Oh, it's Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking
It's
Rollins.
Seth Rollins. He's ready to start another scheme.
Scheming and dreaming. If it ain't eating, it ain't cheating. Ember Moon, obviously, in Paige fought at the all-in pre-show, kick-off, if you will. And Paige was victorious in her home country.
She was, but now Ember Moon, or Athena, or whatever you want to call her.
Ember Moon, obviously, that's what she's called.
Yes, but a lot of people like to call them by their former names, you know. Don't know why they do what they do.
This is the. I'd say for the majority of it, this is Emergence. I feel like it's a fresh start from all in, and I feel like this is the intro to the women's side of things for Ember Moon and Paige. Wait, is Athena Ember Moon?
Yes, you didn't know that?
What the fuck? I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, you're gonna get shot on in the.
Yeah, you know what? I don't care because it's my way. Alright, it's my way the highway. I don't care. I don't really watch AEW, to be honest. I'll tune in every now and again, but I've got better things to do than watch that shit.
I mean, that's fair enough. So you're gonna be the trouble in town by some old friends, buddy.
And I'm a former AEW superstar CM Punk. I'm not sure if I mentioned it.
You haven't.
No, well, I did.
Totally.
But less about me and more about the match at hand here. Is Ember Moon looking for a bit of revenge,
As now some more Jane wrestling. This is the magic we love to see.
Ember Moon looking to get her A2C career up and rolling right now. She's telling Paige, it's my generation, my time.
As Paige likes to say, this is her house. But the Ember Moon saying this may be your house, but in my place. Because Ember Moon wants to prove that she is the running brand of Emergence. It's now.
I think they're looking to break stuff tonight.
A big uppercut there by Paige. Now look at this, going for something already. A big, beautiful German suplex going up and up. Was Ember Moon. Is now talking it up and up. Here comes Paige from the top rope. And a diving crossbody. A sky full of stars for Paige, as the song tear the stars out from the sky. She is looking to tear and wear. Ember Moon here tonight is just slamming her head on the mat. And some more vicious punches by Paige.
I don't think it's all that easy for Paige, but right now she's looking to build a bridge and get herself right towards that title shot, and I think right now she's probably looking to eat Ember Moon alive in this ring.
Switching between back and forth, a message to be sent to everybody in the locker room. The hardest part is trying to get that win to prove it.
Yeah. And Paige, after, being victorious at all, and she's probably wanting Ember Moon to, she's saying to Ember Moon, show me what you got. Show why you deserve to be here tonight.
Looking to show something again by going to a rope, possibly going for that diving crossbody again. But no!
Meteora.
Big Meteora.
I think Paige needs to just slow down, take a look around, realise the crowd's on her side right now. And she's got Ember Moon gripped by the wrist. Ember nowhere to go and hit her with a baseball fly drop kick.
And whoever loses obviously has to go back to square one. But oh my god, beautiful suplex there by Ember Moon as Paige turning it again. And a big neck breaker there.
I think Ember Moon needs to tap into the mentality side of things, you know, say to Paige, last time I seen you before all in, you were like a hot dog, you know, meat between your buns. That's what Paige is known for.
Not sure if I would word it like that, Kay.
Well, you know, I think, you know, Ember Moon needs to turn it up, bitch.
What kind of twisted logic are you saying right now?
Honestly, you know, I just think that the crowd are clearly against Ember Moon, and I think she loves the hate, and she's got a dirty rotten biscuit.
That is low. That is low for you. I guess I'm not surprised. We never change, so
No,
we're always getting into trouble.
I think for me the difference is, you know, in this match, it's not about skill, it's not about ability or how good they are as wrestlers. I think the reason Paige is better is because Ember Moon gets absolutely no sex, and you know that can really affect one.
She could be getting no sex, but she could be getting the pin here tonight. As a kicker again by Paige is... Alex, if you're listening, don't panic. We're normal, right? We're just. It's like it's 1 a.m. for us. Leave us alone.
It's 1:15. You know, your Americans that are so trustworthy to be cons didn't turn up, but the British boys do, and I'm sure it'll be explained to you if questions arose.
And now Paige looking for the Paige Turner and hits it.
I think she needs to go towards a submission, you know, she should be looking for a full Nelson. This might be the one. It's not. I think.
Sorry, that wasn't the Paige Turner, that was Rampage, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the Paige Turner is the other one.
My bad. Bye, ladies and gentlemen.
I think Ember needs to get your groove on, because right now she seems to be lacking a little bit. Obviously she's in control right now, but Paige has had the you know, I'm fumbling the words there.
And now going up top, possibly going for the Eclipse. She could be going for the Eclipse here, ladies and gentlemen, to end it, make it midnight for Paige, and hits it.
Ember Moon's doing it for the nookie.
And going for the cover is Ember Moon, as it could be hit, but no, kick out there by Paige.
I think Paige's face might have just got crushed.
And now that's the Paige Turner.
Yes. And it looks like you've rearranged the moves. You know, you've rearranged it now. You fixed it. And there's the...
And there we go. Young Paige.
Go on, down it up, Paige. 1, 2. Oh my god. Ember Moon's staying alive.
I mean, you could call the Bee Gees for that.
You could, but I think Ember Moon needs to bring it back. She looks to be lethal. She looks to smell blood.
Looks like she is.
Dangerous as a shark attack. Now she's just walking away from Paige, seemingly to go to the top rope for that
Ivan.
She needs that killer in you. Oh, the referee getting a little bit in the way there, but I think you need to be as dangerous as a shotgun in the hands of Kurt Cobain. 1. Ember Moon might happen, she doesn't. It's extremely close right now, you know. I think either one of these women could take it. Either one of these dangerous, evil little angels could come out on top. But Paige now, with a quick little roll-up, could be
ready to take it all, but no, kick out there by nearly said Athena there, by Ember Moon.
She's got to keep it rolling. You know, you've got to keep that momentum rolling.
Each other keep turning tables.
Proud Mary.
You know, and now a beautiful DDT rolling in the deep on that, and another big forearm there by Ember Moon. That could be it, but no.
There's very little life left behind Blue Eyes right now.
You know, probably sitting there saying to Paige, all I ask is that you just take this loss. You just, you know, take that free count and it'll be water under the bridge. But she's not looking to do it as another Eclipse may look to do that. As another Eclipse by Ember Moon. This could be it. This could be the remedy she's been looking for. As it is.
It is.
As she was asking herself, can I get it? Can I get that win? And she has. And they're telling herself, there is no woman like me, as Paige is now facing the Skyfall.
And up next, it's main event time.
Main event time. Not before we get the graphic for the main event. I thought I was going to time it there.
No, you were a little bit off because it's time for the
This
graphic
one always,
for the main event.
This one always takes forever to load. This one always takes forever to show up. As there we go, the main event. The Kill Switch Jay White taking on the phenomenal AJ Styles, who obviously got that win against main event Jey Uso at All In, and is ready to get a main event victory tonight against Jay White.
You don't want none.
As here comes
the alarm just went off.
The Switchblade. Here comes the Switchblade. That's not the phenomenal AJ Styles. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna
bro,
get
you're
sacked.
such a fumbler, bro.
Here comes the goat. Here comes the goat.
Don't say I won't. No, don't say I won't. Hey, really don't. Really won't. No. You better
I'm pretty sure he. No, wrong song. Wrong song.
What was it? The
Wrong
right?
song.
You don't want none.
You don't want none.
Yeah.
But you know, AJ Styles, I want to be yours.
Wanna be there.
Because
David.
do I want to know what Jay White's gonna do? Do I want to know what AJ Styles? I don't know.
David, regarding the statement you just made, obviously no one else will understand this right now, but have you been counting per match?
I have not.
Oh, I have.
I haven't even been counting stars, mate.
Oh, well, let's just say in Swerve and Haku, our record was 34.
You know, I would say snap out of it, but you know, that's the fun of being on comms.
Especially from midnight till 21 minutes past 1 in the morning. And here comes the Switchblade, Jay White.
Ready to brainstorm some ideas to take down the house that AJ Styles has built, because this man has probably said that this house is a circus.
Yeah, I think tonight he's looking to send AJ Styles back to 505. Not in a plane, no. In an ambulance, in the back of an ambulance.
You know, and when the sun goes down, the Switchblade rises up, and he's looking to take down AJ Styles tonight, putting on his dancing shoes, you know, ready to prove it all against the man who Jey Uso. But you know, I'm pretty sure Jay probably texted him saying, do me a favor, defeat AJ Styles tonight. But the question is, will he do it? I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna do it. That's the bad thing I've got to say. So I don't think he's gonna do that.
I think Jay White's probably looking at AJ right now, thinking he's a redneck, thinking he's an American idiot, and he's gonna lose this match. You know, I don't think AJ Styles is gonna be able to beat him. Whether he couldn't beat him on his best day, or if it was down to his last night on Earth. I don't think AJ's got it in the bag to defeat Jay White.
Let's look at this. AJ, like DDT. As I'm starting to yawn now, I'm starting to feel the effects.
Skill wise, it's like AJ and White. It's like a father to a son, you know.
Christian Cage reference?
No, I just don't like AJ Styles, and I think he needs to fuck off.
Whoa, why are you disrespecting AJ Styles for? What's he ever done to you?
I just don't like AJ Styles, you know. But right now, on comms with you, to be honest, I gotta say I'm absolutely having a blast. And if I'm coming clean, I just can't stand AJ Styles. I think he's an absolute idiot.
I don't think he's an idiot, especially after defeating Jey Uso. As a beautiful forearm there by AJ Styles, is now Jay White switching the blade, as we've not really talked on the wrestling. Chain wrestling. Is now twisting the arm of Jay White as he switches it up and starts twisting AJ Styles' arm.
You better ask You gotta ask AJ. You gotta think, does AJ? You gotta ask. You gotta ask, does AJ know your enemy? You know, does he? Does he know who he's really fighting against?
There's a big, beautiful 450 splash there. Going for the cover. A count of two.
AJ needs to see the light. He needs to realise that he's not that guy anymore. It's not TNA. It's not the 2000s.
It's now another cover by AJ. Another count of two. You know, AJ Styles needs to give himself some self-control. You know, people say he's an asshole, but to me, I think he's a good guy.
I think he's a jackass. But I also think right now Jay White's probably still got a bit of fire in him from losing to LA Knight and being able to, you know, go and capture that TV championship like LA Knight went on to do. And he's probably just waiting for an opportunity, and he feels like maybe he's been placed back in the minority of people that aren't in a line for an opportunity right now. Especially if he's able to defeat AJ.
This could be the start of something new for Jay White or AJ Styles, you know, but I'm pretty sure Jay White's feeling lost right now, thinking it could be the end. But you know, if he gets a win against AJ Styles tonight, you know, it could start to become a sweet life for him. This could be the fertilizer that he needs. But AJ Styles going for a cover to look to end that. Another kick out of two.
If he loses, maybe he's trying to do too much too soon after being unsuccessful in that attempt of going for gold. You know, it's not great.
I mean, AJ Styles moves at Godspeed, and look at that, showing it as a Saito suplex there.
How the fuck do you know a Saito suplex, but you didn't know which one was the Rampage?
Because I don't know, I haven't been watching Page that much. Anyway, two, and the kick out again. Oh, it's Page in here, ain't it? You went off at me for saying Athena.
Yeah, but
let me go off at you for saying Saraya.
No, I was doing it on purpose because you said Ember Moon was Athena, but it's Ember Moon in A2C.
Jay White was probably going for something there. Another punch, another punch, another punch, and another Saito suplex. And you're wondering why I know a Saito suplex, because nearly every...
You cut out a little bit there, David.
I'm saying the reason I know it's a Saito suplex is because nearly everyone under the sun does it.
Well, look at AJ there. This is, to me, it's like a homecoming for him. Obviously, we're loud and proud right now because we are in a great city. Did
you forget what the site was called there?
No. I know where Emergence is tonight.
And look at us going for a Styles clash. Gonna hit it and hits it. Could this be the free count that he's been looking for? And it is. AJ Styles gets the win. I'm in my room celebrating. Making it look like easy work.
Oh, for Jay White, probably right now looking at that road ahead, it feels like he's maybe on a boulevard of broken dreams. Maybe he needs some time off. Maybe go on a holiday and return, and he could be the Jesus of suburbia.
But oh my god! Triangle of Terror! Aleister Black, Bray Wyatt and Kane coming and attacking AJ Styles. As look at us looking to send him to hell with a choke slam.
The circle of cunts. The circle of triangle of terror. Sister Abigail planting AJ Styles in the centre of the ring.
And look at that. That is what ends Emergence here for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I've been David, and I've obviously had the better commentator, fine, because we're actual here on like certain people.
Yeah.
And we will see you on Overkill, ladies and gentlemen.
Goodbye.